Hello, friends. I just wanted to get up here. I'm on my roof and kind of share what my morning has been like so far. What time is it? It's 11 on the dot. It's 11 a.m. on the dot. It's Thursday morning, and um, I pretty much just finished kind of like 85% of my daily practice that I practice daily. Um, and I wanted to kind of share with you like how that goes, what I've done this morning, because this morning was a little bit different because I did give in to a little bit of compulsivity. And also, I knew that I wasn't going to journal until I got up on the roof, which I usually do downstairs in my bedroom. But it's really nice. It's gonna be nice all week. It's November and I'm outside like this. um, but yeah, so basically, when I got up this morning, I usually have to use the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and while I'm in there, I brush my teeth because I don't like when you wake up and you can feel the nastiness in your mouth. I don't like to do that. Some people wait until whenever, but for me, if I'm in the bathroom, I'm going to brush my teeth because I don't like to have that feeling. And then plus, if I'm going to be breathing and meditating, you know what I mean. So I went to the bathroom, I brushed my teeth. I usually do that every morning. Sometimes Alex is the one that opens the blinds and makes the bed. Sometimes I'm the one that opens the blinds and makes the bed. But this morning it was Alex. He did that while I was in the bathroom. When I got back to my room, I tried to not give into my compulsivity with cleaning. I don't have like OCD. I mean, I guess if I were to go to like one of those places where they diagnose you, they would probably diagnose me with OCD just so that they can give me medicine to make money. But I do recognize my compulsion, um, partly because of the way that I was raised, and then another because of my need to control. Oh no! Sorry, I have everyone propped up. I have y'all propped up really nicely on a jar on top of things. Anyway, um, let's fix that. Let's fix that. Are we fixed? Are we fixed? We're fixed. We're fixed. Okay. So what was I saying? Partly because of the way I was raised, and partly because my need to control things. And it is currently November 5th, and obviously the election is happening. I don't know what the heck is going on with the election, and frankly, I don't care. But the little part of me is wanting to know what's happening, um, because of the shifts on the planet, and like it's just me trying to predict my near future, which obviously we cannot predict anything, and it's been creating a little bit of anxiety, not to the point where I'm like having like anxiety attacks and I'm worried, but to the point where I'm trying to be in the future. I'm putting my attention into energy into something that I know is not good for me. And so when I woke up this morning, because it's been 2 days and they still haven't said what's going on, and I know I need to not be in that, all this other stuff, plus some other things that are happening in like my personal life, um, I could feel my need to do something and to clean something to happen. Plus, I needed to clean my apartment anyway, but I wanted to try my best to see if I can wait. I did like tidy up my room because I don't like to do my practices and my routine with not a nasty room because my room's not nasty, but if things aren't in their place, I feel kind of out of whack a little bit. Um, just like get it done, and then you can do your practice, and you don't have to worry about it. I just feel like that helps me. But as far as like I wanted to go clean the dishes and scrub the bathroom and strip everything down and all that stuff, and I did free write in my journal, which I'll get to in a second. I free wrote in my journal first, and I listened to affirmations while I did my free write in my journal. And then I was like, okay, I need to take a shower because I really did feel kind of gross and icky. And I was like, I need to take a shower, but I'm not going to take a shower unless the tub is clean and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, while my roommate is in the bathroom, I'm going to do the dishes, which I didn't mind doing, but I know that they could have waited. But then also, then I have that thought in my head, like, why wait when we can just do them now? So I did the dishes. It was really quick. And then I did scrub the bathroom, which was also really quick. These aren't things that take me like a long time. But I do realize that I gave into my compulsion because I did want to see if I could wait a little bit, because it wasn't that deep. And I don't have a nasty place, and it could have waited until after all of this. But I really wanted to take a shower and I really wanted to do it. So I did it, and I noticed while I was doing it that I was giving into my compulsion, and I did forgive myself, and I did say that it's okay, let me just finish my job, let me do a good job at it, and let me be proud of myself that I did clean, and let me not judge myself for giving into it. So this is what I was saying in my last couple of videos, to not judge yourself, and when you do dip back into those moments of habits and frequencies that you're trying not to resonate with, just to do them and do a good job at it. Okay, if you're gonna do something, do it, because you're already in there. So I was present through my cleaning, and that cleaning and food and maybe some other things are a part of my compulsion. So I made sure to actually show gratitude while I was cleaning, saying, you know what, I'm grateful that I have a place to clean. I'm grateful that I have products to clean with, and I'm grateful that I'm not living in, so if you are going to dip back into those habits, at least you can show some kind of gratitude for something, depending on what it is. Maybe I don't know, but at least for me, those are some of my problems, and I feel like it was out of angst. It was kind of like a what do you call those things? When you do something to avoid something. Coping mechanism. It was a coping mechanism for my anxiety. I just needed to be hands-on, needed something to do. But at least it's productive for my apartment. And granted, I am not, I do understand that there are people who have, serious, they're in it really deep because of trauma and all kinds of stuff. And I don't think that I am definitely not as deep in it as some other people. Some people who have to count a certain number of times when they chew, or all those things, which I do feel like obviously that stems from trauma and all other kinds of things. And compulsion is not with just cleaning, it's with eating, it's with writing, it can be with anything. And so I just feel like if you are aware, and if you can help yourself without extra help, then you should. And you should notice what you're doing, but you should not judge yourself. That is the point I was trying to make. So anyway, I cleaned all that stuff. I took a shower. I changed my clothes. I wanted to wear my Lululemon fit with my Lululemon leggings and all that stuff, because I thought that it was going to motivate me to work out, which I am wearing Lululemon actually. But I changed my clothes because I wasn't comfortable, and I was going to sacrifice my comfortability. And then I realized that, why am I going to do that? I'm going to be in the house. I'm going to be home. I was like, okay, I'm just going to put on some sweats. And then I didn't want to put on sweats, and I kept changing my harem pants. I was doing that. I realized this was probably also a coping mechanism to control and to maybe avoid angst and all these things. But I kept changing my clothes and my outfit. One, because I have a lot of clothes and I want to give them all a chance. Otherwise, I feel like I'm being wasteful and I'm going to give them away. And two, because I don't want to wear the same thing all the time. And three, because I just want it to be cute and comfy, because I feel like that helps me work better. I feel like I'm going to work better. It's getting a little cold, so let me put on my cardigan. That's really comfy. I got it from Amazon wardrobe, even though I don't know if that's the best for the environment or for people. But anyway, I changed my clothes. I finally decided to put on my blue harem pants and this really comfy bodysuit and my head wrap. And then I found these Lululemon dance studio pants that I had been looking for so long, and turns out they were under my bed, but they are clean. So I put these on because they're comfy and they're nice. But when I look in the mirror, I don't feel like I'm lounging around in the house, even though technically these are kind of loungy, workout-y pants. but I don't know. I just feel like I'm not being lazy. And then same with the bodysuit. I feel like if you're wearing something that is still comfy, but not as comfy as like a big t-shirt and some big sweats and some really comfy socks, you're more likely to engage in activity that's a little bit more productive. But you can still be comfortable, okay? Or at least that's what works for me. So I changed my clothes, and then I decided to go on the roof. On the roof, I went on my Hitomi Now app because I've been watching a ton of Hitomi Machizuki. She's so inspiring. She's so great. Hey, girl. I was watching her. I got her app a couple of weeks ago, and on there, I've pretty much just been listening to like her podcast, and I haven't actually done any of the follow along practices with yoga or meditation. So I was like, okay, instead of my normal Wim Hof breathing, which I will do my Wim Hof breath work later, I was like, let me do one of the breathwork series with Hitomi. And I did. And I forgot what the practice is called. I think she gave it its like original name. Maybe it's like a Sanskrit practice. Maybe it's I don't know. But it was full of like deep belly breathing and all that fun stuff. And it was actually really nice. It was really, really quick. It was only about 6 minutes. And then afterwards, I fell into a silent meditation because I was experiencing tons of present moment energy. I dropped into the present moment, which is literally the title of what the practice was. And I was like, wow, my sis did a good job in 6 minutes. That was great. And I just felt tons of like really nice energy. The sun is out. I'm on my roof. I feel safe. I feel protected. I already did my free write journal, so I got things out of my subconscious, so that was really nice. And yeah, I dropped into the present moment. I was soaking up the sun. I sat in a silent meditation. I don't know for how long. My guess is maybe like 10 minutes. Sometimes it feels longer, sometimes it feels shorter, but I did have a really nice silent meditation. And it was one of those meditations where I didn't feel like I needed to force myself to stay for a certain amount of time. Sometimes it's quality over quantity when you meditate. Sometimes you can have an amazing 5-minute meditation, and you can have a 25-minute meditation where you're fidgety and you're not really in the present, your mind's running, which both of them are equally as great for your practice. But sometimes I feel like I need to force myself to stay longer and to sit and to try to get back into it, try to connect with my breath. But for this one, I was in it because I was already connected with my breath. So I think I actually might continue to do that practice throughout the day, or when I feel like I need to just drop back in the present moment, because that was really nice. So I did that meditation. Come on, phone. Stay great. Stay. Okay, it's a little lopsided, but that's okay. So I did that meditation, and recently I have been listening to Beautiful Chorus, which I think are just these group of beautiful ladies, and they mantra and they sing and they hymn together, and tons of, just they mantra together. And I discovered them actually probably 3 days ago, a couple of days ago, when I was watching Hitomi, and I was watching one of her really old vlogs from when she was in Peru, and it was one of the tracks that she used. Is that a bee? Yes. It was one of the tracks that she used, hi bee, for her video, and it was playing, and it was Darling, one of their hymns, Darling, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful, and I needed to hear it again. And so I went to Google and just typed in the lyrics, and I was like, okay, Beautiful Chorus, and then I started to listen to all of their other stuff, and I was like, wow, this is beautiful. I feel so connected to these ladies and what they're hymning and like the mantras and all that stuff. And so I've incorporated for the past 3 days, I have incorporated it into my daily morning practice. And their most recent album, I forget what it's called, but I've been listening to these 4 mantras. I am connected. I am everything, which makes me cry every time. The I am everything one makes me cry. And I am safe and all these things. And they're really quick. They're 7 minutes, but it's beautiful. I sing along with them. I hymn along with them. And I don't know, it just makes me feel really good to mantra, to use my throat chakra, to really let that out, to affirm, to do all these things. And I also count it as part of my affirmations because, like I said in my last video, I affirm every day. And I count this as part of my affirmations. But it just feels really good to hymn and affirm and use my throat chakra along with other beautiful beings so we can co-create a moment together. It just feels so good. I feel like they're here with me when I am hemming along with them. And I don't know, I just feel so connected after journaling and doing a breathwork practice, falling into a silent meditation, and then to use my throat chakra to affirm and show gratitude and show love to myself in some sort of way. It just feels so good. And so, yeah. So my journaling practice was a little bit out of order because I have 3 journals here that I usually write in every day. That's been my practice for the past couple of weeks. And I usually start off as soon as I wake up. I would say after, of course, I use the bathroom, I brush my teeth. The bed is made, the windows are open, I sage the room, I sage myself, and then I dive into my free write because I find that my subconscious is still going because I'm still a tiny little bit groggy. And I jump into a free write, and I don't limit myself to 1 page. I don't limit myself to anything. I write absolutely whatever on my mind. If I need to write 10 pages, I will. If I feel like I don't need to write at all, I'll try my best to get something out and I'll write half a page and I'll leave it at that. But usually I always find something to write. So today it was kind of just like a page and like a fourth of a page. I was actually writing about the election and saying that it could be a paradigm trap. With me, I don't pay much attention to it, but I do find myself like, you know how it is. And then I say that I literally said right now I'm finding my compulsivity to clean. Maybe I'm being compulsive because I have just a tiny bit of angst involving the election. So I'm very honest with myself in the free write. And yeah, I just began to free write. And with my free write, it's literally just a free write. It's like a stream of consciousness, your prose of your consciousness. For me, when it comes to giving advice to people on how I journal in my free write journal, I literally say write whatever is on your mind, whatever your subconscious can bring up. I would say force yourself for at least 5 minutes. And even if you're writing cheese, tree, flag, sky, anything, eventually you will begin to uncover things that you didn't even know were in there, or you begin to write things that you may have thought were healed and like you need to heal, you need to continue on that journey, or you can ask universe or source to speak through you, or you can ask your guides and your ancestors to speak through you, and sometimes they'll reveal to you things that you need to hear in the moment and all these things. Also in here, I usually write down my dreams. If I remember them, which I remember 95% of my dreams. I'm not going blank on what I dreamt about last night. Sometimes I do not feel the need to write down every single one of my dreams. Sometimes I can get the lesson, or sometimes I just don't feel the need. But sometimes I wake up, sometimes in the middle of the night, and I open up a page and I'm like, okay, remember this for when I wake up, and I actually begin to free write. But some people do have a separate dream journal, but I do not. I find that I can write my dreams down in my free write journal, and then I can expand on that. So after that, I usually write down in my affirmation prayer journal, which is just a regular composition journal. These journals are not anything crazy. You can go to a dollar store and get yourself a 99-cent journal and do it up. You can decorate it the way you want. You can do whatever you want. For my free write journals, though, I do like to get a little bit snazzy. This one has plants. They're so cute. They're smiling. They're just bliss out. So cute. For my free write journal, I do like to dash it up a little bit. So usually, today was a little bit off, but usually I write in all three of these back to back to back. But like I said, I did my free write and then I did all the stuff. I came on the roof. I did the rest of my practice, and after my singing along with the hymns and all that stuff, I decided to go into my prayer and affirmation journal. And in here, it first began as just I started the journal off with a prayer for it, just to pray over the entire journal. And I did sage this before and set intentions for it and all that stuff. And it started off as just an affirmation journal where I wrote in every day just tons of affirmations, tons of I am affirmations and all of that stuff. And it was like that for a couple of weeks. But just recently, I want to say, so actually 10/25, so literally last week, over a week ago, I began to, I began to make it a prayer and a prayer journal along with affirmations and somewhere where I can show gratitude and set an intention and write down my intention, because I don't like to do that in my free write journal. I don't know why, but I don't prefer to do it in my free write journal. But so what I would do is on one page, or half a page, or however long I feel the need the prayer to be, I would write down a prayer of gratitude to the universe, source, ancestors, guides, Mama Gaia, my body, and then I would set an intention and then show a specific form of gratitude for that day, and that is what I would focus on for the day. Like on one page, I showed gratitude for Alex, my partner. And so that entire day, I was making sure to drop back in the present moment and show gratitude for him. The next day, I showed gratitude for the sun. And so I made sure that I went out in the sun and thanked the sun for all of those things. And so whatever I show very specific gratitude for that day, I make sure that throughout the day, I'm noticing that thing that I showed gratitude for. Because of course we can show gratitude for absolutely any and everything, but sometimes it's really nice to show specifics. So let me show you and share to you what it was all about today. And this is what I just recently did, literally 20 minutes ago, before I started filming this. So that is not today. That is not today. That is not today. This is today. Okay. So I date the top of the page, and this is just how it looks. So this is the side of the prayer, and it's usually a full page for me. And this is the side of my intention here, gratitude here, and then a couple of written affirmations. So my prayer goes: universe, source, ancestors and guides, and Mama Gaia, I show gratitude to you for another beautiful cycle in our beautiful grand becoming. Thank you today for the little things. Thank you for my vision to see the beautiful physical reality that we manifest. Thank you for my ears so that I may hear your beautiful sound of space and time and the beautiful story that is us. Thank you even for my ability to put pen to paper and write these prayers to us. Thank you, Mama Gaia, for giving yourself unconditionally. Thank you for your beauty. Thank you for your dirt and your trees and your bugs and your water and your wind and your rocks and your mountains and caves and volcanoes. Thank you. Thank you for providing yourself to give us all a home on this third dimensional realm. I stay grounded and connected to you always. I keep my vessel clean and full of light with your waters and foods that you supply. Is it moving? No. I am honored to be a part of you. May your ascension continue to be peaceful. And these prayers are never the same. Each page is different, and each page really comes from the heart. So this morning I really went in on Mama Gaia. Sometimes, like on another page, I was really like devoting my love to the universe and how she's a genius and how she's amazing and her constant communication. On another page, I was praying to my ancestors and my guides, and I was like, thank you so much for always guiding me and protecting me and showing me love and leading me in the right direction and all that stuff. So the next page, we go to intentions, and I said, today, I intend to remain in the present moment. I intend to enjoy the small things and find the magic in everything with gratitude. I intend to do everything with intention. I intend to treat myself with unconditional love, which in turn will reflect for all beings and things that are physically outside of myself, but are connected to my heart center. Then I go under and I show gratitude for something specific. And this time I felt incredibly connected to Source. And while I was hymning, I was really feeling that I am Source, the end all be all, God itself, just living through TEER, living through Neh TEER, living through this ego, this person, this beautiful person that is me. I really felt almost a separation but intense connection that I am just in the simulation of myself but as Source. And then I really felt connected to everything as Source. The wind that's hugging me right now, the clothes on my body, the sun that's kissing my skin, this rooftop that I'm sitting on, the people that are under me in their apartments, everything. And so I said today I show gratitude for Source. I am grateful that Source is constantly creating and living through us. Words cannot explain. I found myself being stuck with writing how grateful I am because words cannot explain Source. Source made words. I feel you, I see you, I taste you, I touch you, I hear you, I am you. I love you, Source. Understanding that you are everything helps me understand that there is nothing to be afraid of and everything is beautiful always. Everything is only beautiful. And there is nothing to be afraid of when we are Source itself. We made everything, so that's great. And so sometimes when I get into my affirmations, I can go pages and pages. But today I didn't feel like I needed to. I feel like I didn't need to. What I affirmed was, I am grateful because I feel so much gratitude in this moment right now. And I said, I am safe, I am guided, I am protected. I am fully in the present moment with endless gratitude. I am love, I am light, I am Source, I am all is me. Excuse the emergency vehicles in the background. I pray that all is well. I send love and light to everyone involved in the situation. Please go away now. Please go away now. And I can definitely hear a squirrel in the trees. Hello, squirrel. And so, yeah. And I say, it is done. And a lot of the times I will go and I'll reread everything that I've written down just to really implant it in my subconscious and to really get the day started. And then I have this book here. It's my purple book. I don't really know what to call it, but this is kind of like a, I don't want to say like an everything journal, but I do like to have everything journals. But often what I've been doing here is kind of giving myself rhetorical questions or questions that I can actually like prompt, like journal wise, in this journal specifically, if I feel like I need to write myself a letter or really like dive into myself or connect with myself through writing. So some of the questions that I ask myself is, did I practice balance today? What actions or thoughts did I do or not do to exemplify balance? How can I practice acts of balance by moment to moment? Yeah, like things to think about today. Did I show up for my body as she does for me? what have I done to support her or not support her. So I'll write down like questions like that, and maybe at the end of the day I'll go back and I think about it and I'll say, hey, maybe I didn't do this, maybe I didn't do that, and I'll try to think of things that I can add into my practice day by day to help evolve my practice and help evolve myself. Sometimes I don't write in this one every day. Sometimes I don't feel the need to. Sometimes I write letters to myself or to other people in this journal. In this journey, like here I have like a dear body letter. I think it's really important to communicate with your body. And so a lot of the times if I do write a letter, I will write a letter to my body or to my ego self and kind of connect with them in a different way. Kind of like as source, as universe, and ask myself, what do I need? I may apologize to myself for being hard on myself and my body and all these things. So it's kind of just like a journal here. Or sometimes I'll write rituals that like I want to get to, or maybe I want to try. All those things. So it's kind of just like an everything journal, but I pretty much write in it every day, maybe every other day. Sometimes I don't feel like I need to. So yeah, that is a part of my practice. That's about 85%. The other, of course, is body work and more meditation and more breath work. And I will make a video on that, but usually I'll go on the mat and I like to shake it out, make sounds. I love to do temple massages. Temple massages are really nice for me. To me, they're really important. Of course, drinking water. And then I'll do like, I didn't see that. Actually, I'll bring it here. And then what I'll do is I will do like a quick little warm-up yoga session, if you will, where I'll get into child's pose and like I may like, you know, oil the bucket a little bit, where I'll like kind of like get like things out of me, get me kind of a little bit more loose and ready to begin like my workout. And I do have a full workout that I've written on our whiteboard downstairs, so I can make a whole video about that as well. And which I have, my solar plexus has been getting me a little bit. I haven't been on it every day, and I know that I probably should because it helps me ground myself. But anyway, I'll do that, and it just involves like jumping jacks and squats and abs and all that stuff. It's probably really quick, probably 15 minutes at most, but it really does get your whole body going and get you warm and get you sweaty. Then I go back down on the mat and I do kind of like not a full like vinyasa flow session, but pretty much. And then I make sure that I do a good stretch session. Sometimes I'll roll out my muscles. I don't always feel the need to roll out my muscles. Also, if you do that every day, I don't think that's really the best. But it's really good to stretch every day, maybe get some cardio going. I get the cardio going with the jumping jacks and all that stuff, just to get my body up and ready. So I'll do that after all the journaling and all that stuff. Then I may fall into a little bit of breath work, depending on what I've done that morning. So this morning I did it with Hitomi and I did the full body. So for my physical body practice, I will probably go into Wim Hof after the workout, which is the super deep breaths, and then you're holding your breath, all that stuff. I can leave a link in the bio. It's really, really great. Puts my body in full alkaline, brings me right into the present moment, and then I'll usually fall into a meditation. Like I said before, it depends on how I feel, if I want to go for a little bit longer, if I want to go for a little bit shorter. And then after that, I will probably take a supplement, which these days it's black seed oil. And before I go to bed, I usually do like mud work, but sometimes I take it throughout the day just to see what it feels like when I'm meditating, to see if anything will be nice. But usually it's just black seed oil. And then we also have like sea moss and all that other stuff. I need to really develop a routine on how I take my supplements. I do take the black seed oil every day, a tablespoon. But as for the other ones, I'll take them here and there. But these days, I don't feel the need to do more than the black seed oil and the mugwort when I go to bed. So that has been kind of part of my routine. And I think one of these days I will actually film myself, maybe do a time lapse of me actually going through the full practice so that you can see it. But the point of this video is that I really wanted you guys to see what it's like for me to journal, because throughout this entire channel experience, I will be talking about journaling a lot, because I am developing my own journals that I want you guys to experience, and I really want you guys to understand how much journaling has changed my life, because you really do get to know yourself and understand yourself on a whole nother level, and you really get to be completely honest with yourself. Nobody's going to see these journals, hopefully, and if they do, oh well, tell your ego to get over it, it's okay. But nobody sees these for the most part, and so you really get to be honest with yourself on a whole nother different level, and showing gratitude and affirming every day has really changed my life. And so yeah, I just really wanted you guys to join me in the morning for a chat on my roof about what I do on the daily. I should probably go shake myself out now, because I haven't done any body practices, and I think I want to do that before I eat, which when I do eat, it's 11:36. I usually open my eating window at about 12. I'm probably gonna eat some watermelon and some fruit, even though watermelon is fruit. I'm gonna eat some watermelon and then probably cook a little bit later, around 3 or 4. And I'm gonna upload this video and probably read, which reading videos are coming soon, okay? I wanna start a series on my channel, and I'm gonna be like one of those reader YouTuber people who review books, but I really wanna talk about like the spiritual side of fiction books and what you can learn from characters and all that stuff. And then we're going to talk about romance, because romance is my favorite genre. It's what I like to write and all that stuff. So I'm excited to see what's going on with the channel. And I just wanted to chat with you guys really quickly. I'm rambling on and I'm rambling on. Thank you for being just the way you are. Stay strong. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. You are all you have, because everything is a reflection of you. So you are literally all you have. So love yourself. You are God. You are source in the flesh. Love yourself. You created yourself. You wanted to be here. Love yourself. Why not? It's fun. Love yourself. Love everything else. Have a good day.